What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another FC24 video. EA have re-released the 90 plus all TOTS player pick. It's one of three. It includes all of Team of the Season's live moments, pluses and regulars that have been out up until today. We're going to open a whole bunch to see whether or not it's worth it. It requires an 85 rated squad with a Team of the Week or a Team of the Season and an 87 rated squad. And I personally think unless you're like so content with your team where only like the 97, 98 rated cards are going to improve it, I think it's worth doing. Like for me personally, I really want to get Ben White and Declan Rice from Arsenal first owner. So if I hit like a Ben White out of this, it'll be a massive win for me, even if he's worth less than the actual SBC itself. So let me know what you got down below. Let's rip open a whole bunch and see if it comes out as worthwhile. And we've got some 84 plus player picks here as well. Nikki, thanks for the 15 months, brother. Much appreciated. And S Wizzle, thanks for the prime, man. So not the best 84 plus picks. And then the first Team of the Season pick for us today gives... See, listen, if you're an Ipswich fan, getting Davis first owner would be good. That leaves Melu is common. I just don't think it's Huertas. Yeah, I just don't think it's really... What are people getting out of it? We'll see if we've got one here, actually. Oh, damn. Wait, hold on. Boassi you don't want. Zaha might be worthwhile there. He's got a sick card, and I think he's evoable as well, isn't he? Benacer, Sommer, DeMarco. Oh, yeah, Ferguson's going to be the common one, isn't he? With Zaha there. Kibo, you've got the pack, Kibo? All right, we'll do a few of the packs to see. But if they're coming up what we expect... That Rabiot. Yeah, see? The pick's just so much more exciting than a pack, isn't it? I think EA should endeavour to mostly do picks. Damn. Ollie Watkins is not a bad shout. Man, imagine if we get him on the England Evo RTG. That would be such a dub, wouldn't it? And then the Serie TOTS guarantee. French. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to care too much about these Serie packs. He's never played a single game, and to his credit, he doesn't have a chem style on any of these players. He's got Alisson Team of the Season, Saucy Pedro at right back, that special card. Speaking of an Alisson Team of the Season, how about that? Team of the Season, Virgil van Dijk. Team of the Season, Vigos Dottir. Team of the Season, Charles at left back. He's got Team of the Season, Patry Gajaro. And 93 Stanway. He's got Team of the Season Mohamed Salah and Team of the Season Athenia, Team of the Season Son, and Team of the Season Moments Sam Kerr. Bossy man, that's not bad. And he's got all of those players without playing a single game, only from Companion app. And you ask how? Because you could just do SBCs. And from SBCs, you start the exchange method. And from the exchange method, that's it. You can now effectively pack and build anything you want. You get your daily objective where you get the 81x2s and then the like big packs that come from that as well. Oh, there you go. Somebody did get a Ben White. He's capping. Oh, definitely not. Definitely. Is that another? Damn, 3 Rabios at 4. I think it is a bad thing. I think it is a bad thing because, as I said, like it's gone from being way too hard to get players like that. Oh yeah, I've got the tunes on. My bad. Thanks for telling me. That might be all done now. It's gone from way too hard. Oh, look at that for Rudiger. That's a nice pick. Yeah, it's gone from being way too hard to get a really good team to being way too easy. And I feel like there just needs to be a middle ground to the point where it's like, I want to feel a sense of achievement when I get my good players. I don't want to feel like I've just, you know, I don't want it to feel like a participation trophy. I want it to feel like a sense of achievement. And at the moment in the way the game is it doesn't feel like I've achieved anything. It's just too easy. And again, that might be like me, and I might be in a minority with that feeling and whatnot. But that's my truth. That's where I'm at. I want to work hard and feel like once I've done something good, I've got something good in return. I don't want to sit here, show up, do a few SBCs for a couple of days, and have a full team of the season team. Just makes it boring. Damn, those picks were not good. And this team of the season pick, I'm yelling timber. It looks like a pretty cool card. I wouldn't mind packing him. The whole point of having those cards is so you can play with them and enjoy them. Like, yes and no. Like, yes, people want to play with the best cards in the game to enjoy them. Yeah, Sergio Busquets, nice. But there has to be a level of grind for it, right? There has to be. Like, I don't think I just don't think anybody would enjoy this game. For example, right? What have we got here? That Bastoni. No, it's not Bastoni, is it? For example, right? Imagine it's Calafiori. Imagine everything you did on this game had to be played. Imagine every single objective, every single milestone, every single challenge, and every single season objective and whatnot. Imagine if they had to be played on Squad Battles Beginner. Just because it just should be easy for everyone to do everything. How much enjoyment do you think you'd get out of that over time? Ooh, 94 Koulibaly. That's a good one. How much is he worth? He must be a bit pricey. Yeah, that's all right. He's got a sick card. He's got a real sick card. That's a GG. You enjoying the process? Yeah, and if you are, fair enough. 0 after the first few. Yeah, genuinely, right? That's Benacer that time, yeah. But for me, that's kind of like how the menus feel at the moment. Is it feels like doing everything on beginner AI. And I know for some people, that will be a good thing because they, you know, in quote unquote, aren't good enough to go beyond that or don't have the time to go beyond that, whatever. And I'm not saying that EA should remove every avenue for people who don't play this game a lot to be able to get good cards. I think people that don't play this game a lot should still have the opportunity to be able to pick up good cards here and there. What I'm saying is for the people that play this game at a high level or for a long time and grind to a really high degree, give us something. You know what I mean? Just give us something. Give us like I would love something in the menus or in the objectives where I'm like, right, guys, this is going to be worthwhile. This 100 game stint that we're about to go on is going to be worthwhile. You know, and there's just nothing like it. That Ferguson. Double walkout. Wait, what pack is this? This Champs Rewards pack, is it? Ferguson and Calhanoglu, not bad. And Bremer as well. GG's. That really wasn't that bad. Yeah, sticker book idea. I mean, they had to get rid of their collection book back in like FIFA 10. Thanks to Panini. And they never created something like it ever again. Not in FIFA anyway. That account is on Xbox. I have my main account on PC, which is worse. Way too easy to get good players for a game 2/3 in. Yeah, it is. Yeah, Pellegrini's solid as well. Oh, the Grimmers. If they imagine, oh man, just listen. This is all they need to do, and I will shut up for the rest of the game cycle. Right? I swear to God, I will become an EA shill. Right? I will show my bank account, and I will fake EA payments in. Right? If they do this, create an Evo Lounge. And for every 10 wins in the Evo Lounge, you just get a +1 on any player, open completely, but maximum 93 rated, right? So all of a sudden I could bring every single player I want up to 93, 94 rated. And then every 10 wins, so 10, 20, 30, 40, you get a +1. At every 50 wins, so 50, 150, 250, 350, you get a +1 skill move and then +1 weak foot, and that rotates. So over time, I can build up my skill moves and weak foot on these players as well to 5-star, 5-star. And then every 100th win, literally 100, 200, 300, you get a playstyle plus. But you have to have a maximum of 2 playstyle pluses. And when you open the Evo, it's just a random playstyle plus. So this one's like long ball throw. All right, let me go and put that on my right back. Calm. If you've already got 3 playstyle pluses on people, you can't do the playstyle pluses. What can you do? You can still get them up to 94 rated. You can still get them up to 5-star, 5-star, right? If they gave that, and in Evo Lounge, where you had to use a minimum of, say, how many players you have? 18. A minimum of 16 Evo players in your starting 11 and subs. I'm there. I'm there for the rest of the goddamn game. That's me. What's he got there? Nancy Mallard, not bad. Could easily throw challenges at idea for objectives in the Evo Lounge, like 10 calls outside the box to get plus for like, yeah, precisely, Matt. Precisely. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. And like, we're already at the point of the game cycle where who cares if that happens? Doesn't have to come too early in the game cycle. Maybe that'll ruin the game too. Calm. I completely appreciate that. But if we could have that now, I would be so happy. What did this guy get? Oh, damn. Wait. I swear I just saw Katoto, Jobe Bellingham, and Athenia on the screen. And now he's got Kvaratskhelia there. I'm confused as to what happened there. GG's on Kvaratskhelia. Yeah, look at the screenshot there. Bellingham, Katoto, and Athenia. That Katoto's legit though. Your Evo team's been dead since... Yeah, same. My Evo team's been dead. Like I've been lucky enough that a lot of the Arsenal players have kind of fit into some of these like very specific Evos. But even then, it's like such a minor upgrade for sometimes 100,000 coins. More coins than the actual card is worth as a high-end team of the season to give it like, you know, 10 stats. What do we got? Coffee, Ultimate. Oh, damn. 94 Nanny dupe. What are the NDR Arsenal? Well, I haven't fully ended it yet, but basically it's just run its course, mate. It's just run its course. Very hard to pack the top tier cards. It's very hard to pack the top tier cards, but it's also unnecessary to pack them. They give you such a small, like, I don't even want to say they give anyone edge, because I just don't think they give an edge to anyone. Like, it's such a catch-22 with the best cards in the game, those high-rated cards, because people that can go 20-0 in champs are the kind of people that probably have them, and they're the kind of people that don't need them. Oh, she's very good. Nijwanga, she's very good. Because they could go 20-0 with Gold and Mbappe, you know? Like, can't believe you did that. Mate, guys, please never do that TOTS thing. It's so bad. It's so bad. But yeah, people that are so good at the game don't need them. And people that aren't good enough at the game don't know how to get the best out of them. So they're kind of like in this weird vibe where it's like, it just doesn't matter. The likes of VVD or Mbappe would give you a massive boost, in my opinion. It just, like, genuinely not. Just genuinely not. And exactly for the reason that I just explained, where the people that will be able to make the best use out of a Van Dijk or an Mbappe are already so good at the game that they can take any 20k team of the season and do the same job with them. And the people that aren't good enough, that think Mbappe and VVD will give them a big boost, aren't good enough at the game to get any good use out of them. Right? And so it's like having like Mbappe team of the season instead of, let's take that new SBC team of the season. It's like giving a billionaire an extra 0.1% interest over time. It's like, well, you're already a billionaire. What do you, and you're getting such a little bit amount out of it. There are no longer meta players in this game. There are meta properties now. And I literally talked about this when I was playing earlier on in my Champs qualifiers games. I lost my game to go 9-1 because I didn't have finesse shot plus up front. And that's it. If I, like, and it was my choice because I wanted to use my Gabriel Martinelli up front whilst I was evoing Serge Gnabry instead of using, I'd usually have Gabriel Martinelli on the wing and have somebody else up front. But I could have had a 92, a 90, a 90, 89 rated striker. If I just had Finish Shot Plus, I would have scored the goal and won the game. You don't need meta players because of the way with playstyles and playstyle pluses and the way that look at this guy's team on the screen now. Every player has like 99s in key stats. Every player has got 4-star, 4-star or better. Every player has got good work rates. Every player has got everything so valuable that makes sense. And then when you then throw on top, if you have the meta play styles that suit the way you're trying to play the game, so if you do a lot of like target man crossing, having long ball pass plus and whip pass plus is what you need for that meta. That's your meta property, right? Why do you need Van Dijk? What do you think Van Dijk will give you higher than what Bissek, even non-upgraded Bissek, will give you? Because it just won't give you an upgrade. Balotelli, Simon, and Ferguson. That Balotelli is a beast, by the way. Animations is about the only thing that you could give an argument for, but the only people that are good enough to appreciate and understand and take advantage of how certain animations work are players that don't need Team of the Year Van Dijks, Team of the Season Van Dijks, Team of the Season Haalands, because they're already so good at the game that it doesn't make any difference. Walski, Dina, and McAllister. But like, for example, right? And now I haven't used some centre-backs like Bissek in this game, but my 94 rated Gabriel is without any shadow of a doubt the best centre-back I have used this year. And I've played a lot of cards in draft. I've played with a lot of cards in draft, and he is hands down the best centre-back I've used by some distance. And I have used Bissek. I go 20-0 with obscure players, as I mentioned yesterday. No one on earth would use a team I'm using right now. I went 20-0 in less than 2 hours and destroyed everyone. And that's what I mean, Dave, right? And there's two things to that. Number one, it's because A, you're a really good player. So again, having an Mbappe or having that new SBC is the same. Number two is people this year really, really, really do not appreciate how good players are that aren't perceived to be meta. Like, genuinely, people have got I personally think there's an issue in the game this year where people are looking at the best players in real world football and suggesting that only they are the best in the game. And I think this year EA have done a really, really good job of making so many players usable, which is why it blows my mind that we've got so many insane cards in this game that people refuse to use. When I'm like, you might think that Mbappe is going to be the difference for you. I actually played against a red Mbappe today. Can't remember who else he had. He had red Mbappe. He had somebody else red, a big red player. He had an insane team in qualifiers. And I smashed him and made him rage quit. And I wasn't even paying attention to the game. I'm yelling timber. And so just having Mbappe just doesn't make you a good player. Gabriel's TOTS has exceptional playstyle pluses. He's got Aerial Plus, which is one of the best, probably the best playstyle that you want for a centre-back. Slide Tackle Plus, which is granted, that's not on the S list for sure. And then Bruiser Plus, which is 100% on the S list. And then in terms of like the other playstyles that he's got, King Pass and Long Ball Pass on the centre-back is banging. Power Header, hey, nobody cares about Power Header. That's falling. Jockey, insane for a centre-back. Block, insane for a centre-back. Intercept, insane for a centre-back. And Anticipate, insane for a centre-back. He literally has got some of the, so the Anticipate Plus is like, it's in a wave, okay? Finesse Shot Plus at the start of the game used to be the most superior playstyle, bar none. And then it fell out of favor. I don't know what changed. Trivela became super OP. The way people played to like close down finesse shots became super OP. EA nerfed finesse shots a little bit. But finesse shot plus just died a death. And for a couple of months, finesse shot plus was terrible. Now, because every player has all of a sudden gone and got 5-star weak foot, 5-star skill moves, and 99 shooting, finesse shot plus is back as good as it's ever been. Especially now that we've understood the pattern between finesse shot plus and flare, creating an even more strong finesse shot, which means if you've got players that have got both of those properties, you're scoring finesse shots for days. So finesse shots have gone from being like super high value, finesse shot plus, super high value, worthless, back to super high value. I feel like it's the same with Anticipate. Anticipate Plus was so valuable when your defenders didn't have 99 defending and didn't have extremely high physicals and didn't have lots of other play styles that were also incredibly valuable. And making a tackle versus getting the ball back from that tackle made all of the difference. Whereas in my personal opinion, based on a lot of gameplay this year, Anticipate Plus no longer has that same value because every defender I have has 99 defending and 99 physical, give or take. Every defender has so much more pace than they've ever had before. Damn, I didn't even see who you got. Patrick Guajara in there. Every defender has got 3 or 4 or 5 of the play styles defensively, whether it's plus or not plus. Like, you know, you used to have defenders that would have no play styles at all in the defensive column and just Anticipate Plus. And it gave value to it. Whereas now I feel like defenders are so good and other playstyles have become so valuable that Anticipate Plus is no longer a S tier playstyle, and instead it's like an A tier playstyle. And I think so you said Jockey Plus, Dave, and Quickstep is the best combo you can have on defenders. I don't really defend good enough to be able to use and abuse Quickstep Plus, but I think Jockey Plus and Intercept Plus are the best two. Man, there is a noticeable difference for me when I'm playing with players that have Intercept Plus on and not. A noticeable difference. It's crazy. Yeah, Bruiser's massively underrated. You got Dottieri there. Went for Lays Melu. Players gained baits and a goal, and the players saved baits and a goal. No skill involved in it. Because you're talking about a Timo Werner that has 84 strength and 82 aggression, that has low dribbling compared to, like, that Werner 3 months ago was the best player in the game. But now he's not, because there's so many better players. So it goes without saying that Bateson's team of the season defenders that have extremely high pace, physicals, and defending is going to outmuscle a team of a Timo Werner that was good 3 months ago. And similarly, of course, team of the season Ronaldo is going to outmuscle and outpace whatever defenders this guy had that's using this 92 Timo Werner, right? And if players mattered, Anthony Gamer, to the degree that you're saying, why does Bateson get better finishes on his road to glory than on the account that he uses where he has the best players in the game? What do we got here? Beth Mead, Bellingham. Damn, as always, guys, when doing share plays, you know when the picks or packs are bad because the conversation always goes somewhere else, doesn't it? Oh, talking of, there you go. A good one comes in. Heung-min Son. Love that. He's so good as well. I have used him. Yeah, players absolutely mattered way more towards the start of the game, and play styles mattered way more towards the start of the game. They don't not matter now. They just don't matter quite nearly as much, right? Players do matter, just not as much as people think. There you go. That's basically what I was saying. Best team in FC is not going to take an 11-win player. Oh, look at that from an 84-plus player pick. Mate, her finesse shot plus, 5-star weak foot. Insane. Insane. Yeah, it's not going to take you from 11-win player, make you a 14-win player. It might take 13-win player to a 14-win player. I would agree with that. Less used than ever before last year. And I think that's because ping passing eradicates the need to play a lock. And so I genuinely think this game has developed in the way that it can be played as across the year, but people seem to be stuck in the way that they want to play. And the step over sprint boost was the fastest way to accelerate out of the skill move. But I actually think now the LB sprint boost is quicker. But because nobody has kind of like popularized it, people still just use a step over sprint boost. And the crazy thing about the step over speed boost as well is it's so easy to predict now because it's all people do. So you get, okay, if you're just real good at the game, like, watch Orzio a lot, and he is elite at the step over speed boost and he's elite at player lock. And it just wins him so many games because he's just an elite player anyway. And then he's using really, really good things alongside that, right? But I guarantee you, if you told Orzio, start using the LB sprint boost for a couple of games instead of the step over speed boost, I guarantee you he wouldn't go back to the step over speed boost. Oh, Costinia, he didn't have a team of the season pick, but he still got a team of the season pick. You need skill on this game, and think that the issue that people think, as you say, cards matter. I think they're saying there's no skill involved. I got 97 Mbappe, and my win rate has gone up at least 20% because of him, and my skill level hasn't changed. Yeah, I mean, okay. So you're getting an extra 4 wins per weekend, are you? Because you got Kylian Mbappe. So where Anthony, what have you gone from and what have you now gone to in terms of wins in a weekend league? L1 sprint boost definitely depends on what players you're using and what play styles they have. But again, it comes to like knowledge and understanding the game. And that's what I mean. Like, there are no longer meta players. There are meta properties. And I think people are misunderstanding that. Like Anthony, for example, I'm not saying, oh, Shaw's nice. I'm not saying Mbappe hasn't helped him win more games. But I would put money on it that is due to what Mbappe has as properties, not the fact that it's Mbappe. You got 12 last week and 15 this week. Okay, but first of all, 12 and 15 is not a wild difference in terms of like skill. And also last week when everybody was playing for Fekir, all the sweats were playing, right? So Fekir wasn't there this time around. And so generally speaking, it's going to be easier because I could just make the same argument that 1 week I got 15 wins. I then got 2 meta players into my team and went and got 13 wins. What do you say about that? Right? Of course it is. No, okay. Again, I'm not trying to convince people that I'm right. I'm telling you based on my experience the way this game is and the way this game plays. And if you want to believe that having the best players in the game will get you 20-0, then fair enough. But the same person that's telling me that he went from 12 wins to 15 wins just because of Mbappe is the same person that just told me that Bateson won a game because he had team of the season Ronaldo and his opponent had 92 Werner, even though Bateson only went 14-6. So all of these things can't be true, right? You can't be telling me that the best players give you the best results when Bateson, who's a rank 1 or 2 player this year, went 14-6 with the best team. Right? And that the best players gave Bateson a win, yet also at the same time. See, Hansko there, he is such an elite centre-back in this game. And he's got plus chemistry, yet you never see him. Because, why? Because he's not Bisek. That's it. Got my red Evo, and I put it on Pele 95. The amount of... Wow, that's nice. The amount of rage quits have got a lot easier, went up massively. When I put in my red Dembele, red Zaire Emery, and red Rodri into my Arsenal team, once I go 1 or 2 goals up, people quit because they don't feel like they can come back. And certainly a team of the season Mbappe would lend into that. If you come up against somebody that's got a team of the season Mbappe and they go 1-0 up against you, you're probably just going to quit because you can't be bothered. I said 13 wins to 14 wins is a big skill difference. Over the course of time, though, if you're consistently hitting 13 wins on average, some weekends you get 11 or 12, some weekends you get 14, maybe a 15. If you're consistently hitting 13, the difference between consistently getting that 13 wins versus consistently getting that 14 wins is it's a mechanical skill gap, right? It's something that you actually have to actively work at to go to a consistent 14-win player, right? However, to be in a situation where you get 12 or 13 wins normally and then get 15 wins one time, that could literally just be put down to luck of matchmaking, people that aren't playing the game anymore. You know, like there are so many factors that could influence you one time getting 15 wins. Wait, did that guy just open nothing? Yeah, there's so many factors that could influence you getting a good result one time. It's about finding a way to consistently hit 15 wins now, rather than on an occasion hitting a 15 wins. Because there have been some weekends where and we're going back to like December and January, where I was struggling to hit 11 wins. But normally I was getting 12 or 13, and then some weeks I'm struggling to hit 11. There's definitely a placebo effect as well with players like Mbappe and whatnot, yeah. Like you just feel more comfortable with Mbappe. But it's like if I remember correctly, and maybe one of the mods could look at his chat history, not to like call him out in a negative way or anything, but I'm pretty sure that Anthony Gamer is a player who has a viewer who's consistently been a proponent of DDA existing and handicap and such existing. And so it's very, very confusing to hear somebody who thinks like that. I'll be genuinely interested to see the YouTube chat's response to this discussion as well, because it honestly tends to be the people that don't have Mbappe and Van Dijk that think Mbappe and Van Dijk are going to make them better players. And then when they do get Mbappe and Van Dijk level players, call scripting because it's not getting them wins and they've got Mbappe and Van Dijk. I got Di Lorenzo there. I think that's going to be it for today. This guy didn't have the player pick either. But thank you guys as always for watching. Very, very interested to hear the debate from you guys in the comment section. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you next time. I'm out.